Today I'm going to show you 3 of my favorite Southwest-inspired lunch ideas that can be ready in just 10 minutes. Each of these quick recipes are incredibly delicious and very easy to make. So let's get started with a Southwest wrap. This tasty wrap comes together quickly with either ground chicken, turkey, or beef, and is filled with beans, tomatoes, cheese, and so much flavor. You can even make it a vegetarian wrap by leaving out the meat and adding more beans. Today I'm using ground chicken, and here's what you need. In a 10-inch skillet over medium-high heat, heat 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Add 5 ounces of ground chicken, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper, and cook, stirring occasionally until the chicken is cooked through, which takes about 5 minutes. Transfer the cooked chicken to a paper towel-lined plate. Next, in a small bowl, combine 1 tablespoon of your favorite salsa, 1 tablespoon of ranch dressing, 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cumin, and the cooked chicken. Place 1/2 of a cup of fresh spinach in the center of the tortilla. Spoon the chicken mixture over the spinach and top with 2 tablespoons of black beans, or use another type of bean like red kidney beans or garbanzo beans, and about 4 cherry tomatoes that I've sliced in half, or just slice 1 small tomato, and 2 tablespoons of shredded Monterey Jack cheese. Roll up the tortilla and enjoy. By the way, did you know that we provide ways to use up any leftover ingredients in our recipes? You can find this information in the description below.
Oh, so good. The chicken actually goes great with the vegetables.
It really does. That happens a lot.
Yes.
Here's a spoon. Now for the second 10-minute lunch, we are doing an easy shrimp tacos recipe that we top with a creamy avocado sauce. The avocado sauce is one of the things that takes these shrimp tacos to a whole new level. Shrimp are seasoned perfectly and piled high on 2 tortillas. The sauce comes together quickly, and if you're lucky, you'll have a little leftover sauce to dip tortilla chips in. It is heavenly. Here's what you need. First, we'll cook the shrimp. Place about 4 ounces of peeled and deveined shrimp, which is about 7 to 8 medium-sized shrimp, in a bowl. Add 1/4 of a teaspoon of Creole seasoning and stir the shrimp in the spice mix and make sure the shrimp are coated well. Melt 1/2 of a tablespoon of butter in a small skillet over medium-high heat. Add 1 clove of minced garlic and sauté, stirring frequently for 30 seconds. Add the shrimp to the pan and cook for 1 to 2 minutes. With a fork, flip the shrimp over and cook the other side for an additional 1 to 2 minutes, or until the shrimp is pink. Transfer to a bowl. Next, we'll make the avocado sauce. Now I'm using 1 very small avocado, but you can use 1/2 of a medium or large avocado. Scoop the avocado flesh into a small food processor or blender. Add 1/4 of a cup of plain yogurt, 1/2 of a tablespoon of lime juice, 1 cup of fresh spinach, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1/4 of a teaspoon of Creole seasoning, 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cumin, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Puree until smooth. Okay, and at this point I like to taste it, see if it needs anything. I think it's perfect, but taste it, and if you think it needs any salt, go ahead and add it. I like it just like this. To assemble, divide the shrimp and garlic between the 2 tortillas. Spoon the avocado sauce over the shrimp and top with fresh chopped cilantro if you'd like, and enjoy. Thankfully, we have a little bit of the sauce left over, and it's wonderful for chips. I'd even suggest doubling the sauce recipe. The third 10-minute lunch is a taco salad. All the ingredients you love in tacos can be found in this healthy and hearty taco salad, filled with seasoned ground beef and all your favorite taco toppings. Here's what you need. Heat 1 tablespoon of olive oil in a skillet over medium heat. Add 5 ounces of ground beef to the pan and break it up with a spoon or a spatula. Add taco seasonings and cook, stirring occasionally until the beef is browned, which takes about 5 to 6 minutes. After the ground beef is cooked, transfer it to a paper towel-lined plate to drain. Place the lettuce in a bowl. I use about 2 cups of chopped lettuce, and today I'm using a spring mix. Top with the ground beef, 1 sliced Roma tomato, 1/2 of an avocado that we've sliced, 1 tablespoon of chopped red onions, some chopped cilantro, and about 1/4 of a can of black beans that we've rinsed and drained. Add a little salsa and sour cream to the top and a little bit of cheese if you'd like. This is a light lunch that has the flavors you crave in a salad with plenty of protein that will stick with you through the afternoon. So these are my easy 10-minute lunch ideas. In the comments below, let me know which is your favorite, or if you have another quick favorite lunch idea, let me know. And also be sure to check out these great videos and click below to like and subscribe. At One Dish Kitchen, cooking for one is all we do. Bye for now.